In recent times, there have been some sort of controversies among young people about wealth creation, and they have also been faced with the dilemma of choosing between personal capacity development over fraud and vice versa. I'll be discussing this with a fashion designer who has built capacity over a long period of time, the CEO of Double G7 Classic Fashion House. And this is Get Inspired. My name is Shedy Elisha, and you're watching IAMBEST TV. Thank you. So how is business?
Thank God, God is faithful.
Okay, I'm sure those watching us would want to know you. So let's meet you.
It's okay. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
My name is Isaac John.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And you're also the CEO of
Double G7 Classic Fashion.
Okay. How did you come about the name?
Yeah. It's a long story. But
Okay.
because of time, let's make it short. Double G came as a result of I discovered this is a gift.
Okay.
I never wanted to go into business to start with. All I was concerned was
Okay.
about education, office work.
Oh. Okay.
So, but I have a privilege of learning this work just to make it for myself, not to commercialize it.
Oh. Okay.
But later on, when I discover God is helping me, I decide to both the education and this. So a lot of name came,
Okay.
but at the long run, I see this is a gift from God.
Okay.
That is the name Double G.
Double G.
God's gift.
Oh wow. Okay. So how many years have you been into fashion designing, and what inspired you to start what you're doing?
Well, officially, let me say 13 years ago, 2012. Yeah.
That's a long time.
So what inspired me to go into, when I discovered God is helping me and I have desire to further my education,
Yeah.
and something little was coming, I decided to build it up to standard
Okay.
by investing more of my time into it. Because
Okay.
actually the fashion saw me through my institution eventually.
Oh wow. So you went to fashion designing
Yes.
while you were in school.
Yes. So I was both of them. I was running both concurrently.
So you mean you went to fashion designing while you were still in school?
Yes. I was. I'm still into the work. But I started on a small scale. I
Okay.
had people with me.
Yeah.
Were learning, others were doing as a job man.
Wow.
So I was running both the school and the business, the fashion store.
Okay. So I think I would like that you tell us how you began, the main story, how you began.
Okay.
Yeah.
It all began in 2002. So I attended a program
Okay.
in Lagos Ibadan Expressway organized by the Deeper Life Bible Church.
Okay.
So I there have an encounter, and I also brought this book. I bought this book then,
Okay.
titled Pathway to Success.
Okay. So you bought this book
Yeah,
then.
Pathway to Success, titled Pathway,
Okay.
written by Pastor Deborah of
Okay.
the Bible Church. So before now, I used to worry about life. It used to give me nightmares sometimes. I don't. While much younger, I don't know, but I know that difference between my life and others.
Mm.
And I wanted a solution, but I don't know what is the problem. Like my primary school, I didn't wear school uniform. I bought some what looked like the school uniform from my primary school. Even common interest.
Is it because you
Yeah,
didn't want to, or there was no funds?
I was born and bred in poverty. So I needed a way out from poverty. I needed a way out. So I have an encounter. I gave my life to Christ, and eventually, when I came across this book, I bought it. I started reading it. Jumped to 2005. The location where I was then in Kogi State, one of the pastors came around and he read the place in the Bible.
Okay.
Jeremiah 29 verse 11. He said, "For I know the thought I think thought of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end."
Yeah.
That gave me another understanding. I said, it doesn't matter what I'm passing through. The thought of God for me is good and not of evil, to give me an expected end. And I also remember that period, the Bible study series were on worry and anxiety. Which I was passing through. I worry a lot. How will my life be?
Yeah.
So 2006, that is when I wrote my YA secondary school. And so I had some money. I was involved in farm work. I do menial job for people to raise money to help myself. So I wanted to write jam, but then handset was not available. Only few people that had it,
True.
So I decided to. There was no way of reaching my parents. They were in Niger State. I was schooling in Kogi State, and so I just said, let me come back. When I came back, Dad said he cannot afford both of us in our institution. My elder brother was in our institution then, so he cannot afford both of us in our institution. So I should look for something. Actually, the idea of fashion line came because it's one of the cleanest job you have. I love the things of God actually. And for that, I don't want any work that take me away from the things of God. So, like mechanic, I'm sorry, no offense, but if you are learning mechanic work or doing a mechanic job, from there you have to accept now that things are modernized. But in those days, everything is manual and engine over you. I cannot from there to the church. So I wanted something I can do, because I discovered this idea. What gave me peace is the word of God. So I needed something that from there I can move to church without necessarily going to take a bath.
Okay, that's what you mean.
That's what gave me the idea of the fashion. Then I said, let me just learn it I didn't want to go into business. I wanted to go just school and eventually get an office job.
Get a job.
Yeah. So, but when I started it, I said, let me just learn it to sew for myself. Whatever I want to wear, any clothes I thought is good, I can get it myself. But along the line, I discovered God was helping me. I learned the job for 2.5 years.
Wow.
Then I was not satisfied. I discovered the more I learn it, even now that we're talking, each time I'm doing something, I want to, how do I do it better than yesterday? That is still my desire.
Wow.
So I also met a man by name Mr. Ifeanyi Nwobodo. He's from Enugu, Kano West. So somebody introduced me, one of my youth leader then, Pastor Uche and Ebo. They introduced me to the man, and the man was good. In fact, he's good. So I decided to work with him. From there, I added. That make me versatile. Any aspect of male work, both native, both suits,
corporate wears,
everywhere, casual, I'm into it.
Wow.
So if you come from the south, I can deliver. If you come from the north, from the west, from the east, that gave me that.
Well, that's quite inspiring. But then I want to ask, Mr. Isaac, why do you think young people these days choose fraud instead of building capacity?
There are many reasons why the youth of this day choose fraud and other criminal way of making a living than the legal way. One, inferiority complex. Many youths just like I told you about myself, I worry much about life. I was thinking, how do I go from there? A lot of people worry about life and they look down on themselves. They don't believe that they can become somebody. They look at their present situation without looking beyond. Now, these are my logo in life. I believe in God, just as I said, I believe myself. It doesn't matter what any other person say about myself. I believe in myself too. A lot of people, young men of this, they are not patient. They are too in a hurry. We are in a jet age, fast internet, fast food, fast money. And many of them don't have the patience. It takes time to cook good food. And so success that gives you rest takes time. Anyone getting in a hurry will not last.
Say it again. It's a success that gives
you rest takes time to build. The success that does not give you heart, it takes time to, just like a good food. It takes time. It's only fast food that within 5 minutes you are done. But good, nutritious food takes time to prepare. And so success that give you peace of mind without giving you worry takes time to build. Then also many are not disciplined. I've come across a lot of people that the money is actually coming for what they are doing, but after some time it goes down. There is no trace of ever touching any reasonable amount.
Okay. To ask further, whose fault do you think it is that young people are into fraud, or young people choose fraud over building capacity?
Well, there are a lot of factors. Then on the fault, I won't blame it on the society. I won't blame it on the government. It's individual understanding.
Okay.
The same thing that makes some people make, there is this saying, a goat, even when pressed, the word can bite. The way each person reacts to situation matters a lot. The same thing that happened that make me react negatively, the same thing may happen to you, and you choose to react positively. So the individual problem.
So you think the family has no what's it called now? Do not have an influence. The society do not have an influence too.
To an extent, they do. They all do. Okay. But like I told you, it's individual. At the
end of the day, it rests on the shoulders.
No matter your situation, you can choose to allow your situation make you a man or destroy you. Situation that comes to each person can either make you or marry you. So you can choose to allow that situation to make you or marry you.
Okay.
Personally, I've been through a lot, but by the help of God, God has helped us.
Okay. All right. Mr. Isaac.
Yes.
With all these things you have mentioned, what is the way out?
The way out of this is, first and foremost, you have to, we are all born for a purpose. I'm going to speak for a religious point of view this time around. Okay. Like I told you, I attended the program and I have an encounter that changed me. That encounter changed me and made me understand that I'm not a mistake in this world. So I will encourage young stars. We are not biological accident, and so we have a God we can depend on. He knows our tomorrow. Have an encounter with Him, and He will direct your way. Sometimes there is a way that's not even sometimes many ways. There are many ways that smell right unto a man, but the end is the way of death, the way of destruction. Have an encounter with God. He knows your tomorrow. He will guide you. Personally, even till 2 years back, I was thinking about office job. Just to, despite this, you can see, despite it as this job, the fashion line have assisted me to build up my life. I was still thinking about office job because that is my craving. But when I discovered God is more interested in this, not everybody will let go of his ego and allow God to take charge. So eventually, when I discovered this, what God has for me, not the other work. I love military job. I read criminology and security study in the university.
You read criminology
and security study in the university. So I love military job.
So if you have an opportunity now to work in any security office, you don't mind?
Then, but now I won't take any job. So this is where God wants
you to be.
So I want to.
Okay, so but before we go, Mr. Isaac, you're a fashion designer, a creative, and then an entrepreneur. We just want you to say some few words to those who still think fraud is the best way to go. Just few words. I mean,
it's okay. Thank you. I will encourage the youth of this generation to believe in themselves. Sometimes your little idea may not be the best idea to others, and sometimes what you thought you have given your best may not be the best to others. Don't be discouraged. No matter how many times you fall, don't remain there. Rise up. There are a lot of things that put people down. There are challenges in life that put people down, but always stand up. And have God, have a cordial relationship with God. He will give you strength to always stand up, no matter what happens. Then avoid this idea of get rich quick syndrome. Know that you will get there. As far as there is God in heaven, you will get there, no matter how long it takes. And when that day comes, it will satisfy you. You will forget the pain of the past. Then the last, somebody says, show me your friend, and I will tell you who you are. Those friends that you know that they are not going the same way with your dream. No matter how important they are to you, you cut them off. I did that. They will call you name, but at the long run, you are going to meet, and they will salute you. So friends are also one of the reasons people going to my friend is doing this, my friend is doing that, and I want to do so. No, even twins have different destiny.
They have different destinies.
So not talk of friends you all met from somewhere. So any friend that does not go in line with your dream, your expectation, know what God has for you and follow it. And if what you have for yourself is not the same with what God has for you, let go of your own. Just like I did mine. I have a desire in military job. I love it, and I work towards it. But when I discover God is interested in this, I just have to let go. I have opportunity of going. It's not that I don't. A lot of opportunity. I have connection that will connect me to those jobs. But when I discover this is not,
this is what God wants you to do.
That makes me stay here. And I started building.
Actually, the last time I came here, it was not this way. Well, Mr. Isaac, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your time. Conversations like this are scarce these days. People do not want to talk about issues like this. Because they are scared of what people would say, especially on the media space. But thank you for your time, and thank you for speaking up.
Thank you, bro.
All right, so Mr. Isaac, as we leave, what do you have to say generally what general advice do you have to those watching us right now?
Okay, my general advice to those watching is that no matter, don't be afraid to start small. This thing you are seeing today started from a container that could barely take 2 manual machines.
Wow.
This place you are seeing today. So don't be afraid of starting little. The fear of starting little push people to either travel abroad in search of green pasture or enter fraud because they are afraid they may not get there. Don't be afraid. Fear is one of the problems of man. And so Don't be afraid of starting little by little. Then be consistent in what you are doing. Take correction and be humble. Sometimes I've kneeled down before a customer.
Wow.
When not that I did something bad, he just he sent money. I was too busy to respond to acknowledge the reception of that money. So I called. He will not pick. I called. I said, this man doesn't behave like this. So I decided to go to his office. When I came, say, did you see the money? I said, yes. And he did not respond. I said, I'm sorry, I was busy. He was angry. I just knelt down. He has paid me for the job, but my not acknowledging the reception of that money will cost me another relationship. I know
you would have lost a customer.
Yes, I know that it doesn't remove anything. But many have some boys, when you talk to them, they are ready to leave. While learning the job, I did something and my boss was angry. I knelt down. It doesn't stop. If I didn't tell you, it's not written.
No, at all.
So many are not humble. You have a desire. When you desire something, you must display yourself. You must be consistent. You must persist. This is where you are going. And go through it. And have the patience to wait till it comes. Little by little, people will have say a lot of things, but just keep on doing what you know how to do. Especially if you know that God is with you in this road. There's nothing to do.
Thank you, Mr. Isaac.
Thank you.
Yeah, we are grateful for your time. All right, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned. We've come to the end of this segment on Get Inspired. I'm sure you have really been inspired. Stay away from fraud. Stay away from anything that is not legal. As much as possible, just develop yourself, build capacity, develop your skill, and I'm sure anymore from after now, you will not be where you are. You're watching IAMBEST TV, and my name is Shedy Elisha. See you next time. Thank you.